The Big Show with Night and Day. Anytime is a good time for a thick shake from Night and Day.
Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hauraki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyte, Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Wednesday afternoon, the 29th of January 2025. And you, my friends, as always, this time of the day, what is it, 4:02? Listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day.
We've cracked it.
Beautiful.
We've cracked it.
So
We've rearranged the lineup there.
Yeah. So it goes Jase, then Keyzie, then
Yeah.
Mogey. However, what I did there was just sort of match
Just
your
sort of
note.
match Jase's. That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
do as well.
Speaking of cracked it, I do every time I look at you in your tight black T-shirt there, Mogey. How's life, you stallion?
Going pretty grouse, you mad dog, you sick son of a bee. What a beautiful day it is here in
Lovely.
the city of Sales. How good is warm, fellas?
I
Warm is
enjoy it.
my favourite season. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
God, it's good.
It's really good. I tell you what's not good. That's poor old Keyzie. He's in day 3 of a hangover.
He is.
Are we
And-
sure it's a third day hangover?
Well, he's
Yeah.
been asking for Coke and all sorts of stuff.
Can
He
I have a
said
Coke Zero?
He's very grumpy, and I think that's because all of the alcohol's finally left his system. And I used to be the same on day 3, where I'd be pretty shirty, Keyzie, because I'm hanging out for some more booze.
I'd be surprised if you went 3 days without drinking, brother.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's either that. It's either day 3 of the hangover or you're in a hell of a mood after your mother-in-law's ruined your anniversary there. What do you reckon?
Let's definitely land on the hangover then. Strong chance that they're listening right now. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I do really want a Coke Zero.
Yeah, that's hangover chat.
I also do really not want to do the rest of the show. Like,
Yeah,
I'd rather
yeah,
just
yeah.
sort of sit on a
But that's normal.
beanbag.
That's normal.
Yeah, it's just standard
Yeah.
for me
Yeah,
though,
yeah,
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. That's all cool, Keyzie.
But you're cool, Keyzie.
Cool Keyzie.
Yeah, thanks, man. Speaking of cool, Keyzie, how's old cool Jase with his cool shirt on?
I hadn't actually noticed this. Oh, yeah.
It's a colourful button-up shirt, like wacky cartoon designs, birds and stuff. It looks like someone did it on MS Paint.
I'm trying to
Microsoft
think. It
Paint.
reminds me of something.
It's
but,
a Mambo, fellas.
I was going
Mambo?
to say, what's the brand? And that's what
Mambo.
yeah.
Is that cool
Is
or
that
not?
the blend?
No, it was for a period in sort of late 80s, early 90s,
Okay.
maybe. An Australian surf culture sort of a T-shirt.
Yeah,
there.
well, I've been getting into my surfing a bit, so that makes sense.
Yeah. I think after you're done with Mambo, go to Planet 8.
Right, okay.
And then maybe try some Body Glove after that.
Where can I get one of those cool caterpillar tops like you have, Keyzie?
I think I got it from like a tools store in Australia.
If you go through those sort of recycling clothing bins, you'll often find them in there. Or out at the tip shop.
The caterpillar ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good.
Hang on, we were dissing Jase's shirt. What's going on here?
Here's Guns N' Roses.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Smashing Pumpkins there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon, 12 minutes past 4 o'clock. You'll be glad to know that old Keyzie's had his soda pop in the break there and he's feeling tickety-boo, aren't you, Keyzie?
Yeah, there was no Coke Zero, so I had to have a Sprite Zero. But it has made me feel better.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
seem a bit perkier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
And your nips are really humming through that white T-shirt.
As soon as you said perkier, I knew a nip joke was coming.
Hey, now the time is 13 minutes past 4 o'clock and it's a Wednesday afternoon, so it must be time for the Big Show Bin Chat.
Keyzie.
We don't have a bin chat sting. Do you want a bin chat sting?
Yes.
Pugs, can we have a bin chat sting? Thanks.
Get on to that, would you,
He's going to
Pugs?
be working
Yeah,
on
thanks,
that, which
Pugs.
is good.
Hey, fellas, I just wanted to talk to you about some bin stuff that I've got going on at my house. It's sort of like bin chat, I guess you could say.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so good, man.
Have you got a bone to pick with it?
Is that
or...
sting ready yet? No.
No, he's working on it,
Okay,
man.
yeah.
And what it is I think people have probably out there have got bin issues of one sort or another. So today was bin day at our joint. I went for a walk with my dog.
Who, Tinker?
And she did 3 perfect steamers and one little other one. And so I picked that up, but it was right at the start of the walk. And so because other people had their bins
Hate
out,
that.
I was like, I might just chuck it in somebody else's bin. But then I was like, actually, I don't like that. I don't like doing that. I don't know why that is. Maybe I'm worried that somebody's going to come out and punch my face in or something.
Yeah, because
like
you've just put 3 steamers in there, but
yeah, 3 perfect steamers and one little one in there. So I didn't do it, but I wondered what your guys' feeling was about it, because I also know that if I see somebody putting steamers in my bin when my bin is out, I'm fine with it if the rubbish is yet to go out and be collected. but I'm not happy if it's been collected and then the first thing to go in it is somebody else's dog steamer.
Can I be honest with you? When I had a dog,
No, that's right.
what my steamer philosophy.
You had a steamer philosophy.
Yeah, in terms of and you've mentioned this before, Mogey. Putting it in a plastic bag never felt right to me anyway. But I did. I would always deliver it in the dairy bin.
Oh, yes.
The public bin.
Yeah.
So there's like 2 dairies either side of my house, and so I'd choose one of them and just go and dump that big steaming pile of steamer in one of their bins.
Is there, just on dog steamers, is there a rule against just like picking it up or whatever and then just putting it in a bush or something?
I think that's totally fine.
Yeah, because putting it in the plastic still seems weird.
Oh, I do that like when she used to do steamers on the lawn. I just chuck it over the fence.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
wouldn't put it
yeah.
in a plastic
into
bag.
the
then.
into the neighbour's pool.
But I tell you what really gets deep inside my goat.
Does it bug you at all?
Yes.
It's been bugging me.
I've got a green bin. Do you know what a green bin is, fellas?
Nah, man, what's that?
Yeah, what is it? Sorry, what is a green bin?
It's for all my vegetation and stuff.
Yes.
And
You
what
know,
colour-
they take bones in there as well.
Well, you can't chuck meat bones in there, Mogey. It's for all your sort of vegetation
We
around your
can at our
garden.
place. Have you got a bone to pick with that?
No, you're thinking of the food bin.
Sorry, do you have a bone to pick with putting bones in a green bin? Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
I got a bone to pick.
Yeah, you're right. I was thinking of the
Food recycling. No,
Yeah.
this is a green bin for all your garden vegetation.
Oh, that's cool.
And so I'll go and put that out on the street there. And what ends up happening is some punks. Some young punks.
Righto, old
And it
man.
happens every time. Go past and just chuck their everyday rubbish in my bin.
Oh, yes.
Into my green bin. And then the green bin guy turns up to get rid of my green bin stuff, and he doesn't do it because some young punks have chucked their everyday trash in my green bin.
Well, how about, why don't you say your address and then everyone knows if you see a green bin at this address, not to put your everyday rubbish in
That's
it.
a solid idea.
What's your address? Jace?
Have you got bin issues, Keyzie?
I've got a bin issue. My bin issue is that if we're going away for the weekend, our bin collection day is on Friday. First thing on Friday. So if we're going away for the weekend, sometimes it gets pushed back to Saturday. That makes it even harder. My wife won't let me put the bins out because it looks like if we haven't brought them in by Sunday, it means we're not home and anyone can come and rob our house.
Yeah.
But also, I forget to bring them in all the time. You know what I mean? So we're not allowed to put the bins out if we're going away.
Right.
Because people might rob our house.
Yes.
That's
Right.
my bin issue.
Yeah, I think you're safe as houses there, Keys. You know, I mean, what's worth nicking?
In my house?
In your joint.
There's heaps of good stuff there, Hoodie J. Thank you very much.
But oftentimes people will break in and just do steamers.
True.
Really?
And then put them in a plastic bag and
Oftentimes.
and chuck them in your bin out the front there on the path.
3483, what are your issues with bins? We'll be back with more bin chat after this.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Bit of Lou Reed there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time 25 minutes past 4 o'clock. If you're just joining us, it's the Big Show Bin Chat.
Oh,
That's right. This, of course, was started by old Mogey, who had to walk around with a bag of poos today, dog poos, and you felt bad about putting it into other people's
I
bins.
don't want to put it in other people's bins because I know how I feel about it when people put it into our bins.
Did
I
you
don't know.
check that they hadn't gone out yet?
No, I didn't even go over there.
Yeah,
In
right.
fact, I was on my way walking over there when a fella walked out of the house. I was like, oh, God.
Yeah.
It's weird. People are very protective of their bins. I don't know why.
Well, especially when you're shoving poos in there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because
Yes.
if your bin's just been emptied and someone dumps a bag of steamers in you, it's going to be there all week and just stink the joint up.
So well, guys. Good news. Pug San has taken that 7 or so minutes and created a bin chat sting. Would we like to hear it?
Yeah,
Very
sure.
good.
Rubbish, recycling, skips, compost. It's bin chat with the fellas.
It's as good as anything else you've done.
I love it. It's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man.
Because he
bin
listed
chat.
all the different types of bins.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Any text come through there, Keyzie, man?
On 3483.
Who the hell's Keyzie, man?
Any talkbacks come through there, man? Through the iHeartRadio, man?
Who's iHeartRadio? Okay. Lots of texts on 3483. The great news is all these people that text in about bin chat and now in the draw for a $50 night and day voucher.
Yeah.
Which is really sweet.
Okay.
Which I draw at the end of the night, so we just put a little, a little bag, and Hoodie J puts his fist in there and
Why fist?
because I've
Just put your hand in there.
put my hand
and
in
draw
there
out a
and draw
voucher.
out a winner.
Yeah, man. My neighbour Trev pays for a bin collection. I just stuff my garbage in when he's out the night before.
Backbone.
I used to do that with my neighbour with my recycling for all my beer cans.
Right.
Because I'd run out of space. And so it used to get quite humiliating, actually, having to fill all the neighbours' recycling bins with my booze.
Well, this one here, our bins have got so many empty bottles of alcohol that I'm not allowed to put them out full. Otherwise, the neighbours will think we're alcoholics.
Yeah. There is that issue too, you know what I mean?
The neighbours will know you're
What did I
alcoholics.
say?
No, he's saying
They'll
think,
think, yeah.
but really it's no.
Especially if it's like, a bin full of rum bottles.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So this person now has to empty them down at the local recycling joint, which is good. A friend of mine, this is pretty grim. A friend of mine was an orderly for a while at a hospital in Melbourne when he was a young fella. One of his weekly jobs was to empty the limb bin into an incinerator.
Orderly.
Jeez,
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be grim.
Bin chat's going off, fellas. How about this?
Yeah.
You should bin chat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah.
But why, though? We've got such a great sting.
Yeah. Seems a shame to get rid of it.
Yeah, it does, actually.
Yeah.
What about this one here? Does Jase have a separate bin for all the tissues from wiping his massive honker? Hoi DJ! Hoi DJ! Hoi DJ!
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Alison Chains here on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 4 minutes to 5 o'clock. And I should just remind people, you can always be in communication with us on this show on 3483, or you can send us a talkback, or you can just phone us on 0800 Hauraki on any topic. Now, coming up after 5 o'clock, of course, it's a Wednesday afternoon. The Big Show improv session.
Oh.
If you've got some ideas for that, by the way, text us 3483 and go in the draw for a $50 night and day voucher.
Good stuff, Jase.
Thanks, mate.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. You are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. Ooh,
Somebody went out. That
That was
Jase.
Jase.
Yeah, that was me.
That was shocking.
That was shocking.
I'm sorry, Fiols.
I'm sorry to the audience.
Yeah, I'm
out there.
sorry.
God, that's ruined it.
Can I just ask a question, actually, just in terms of that? When we do that, are the people out there listening to the show joining in with us?
Well, they better be.
Because text me and let me know on 3483. I want to know the numbers on that.
Well, because that's what the agreement with Night and Day was.
Yes.
That the whole nation listening
sing along
would
with
join
us.
in. So if they're not doing that, then what's the point?
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of Night and Day, what's their
Yes.
special at the moment?
I'm not sure, actually. What's going on there? I think it might be a Keyzie special.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Keyzie Hungover special.
Yeah, a Coke Zero.
Yeah.
No, you asked for that, but then
a
there's
Sprite
none.
Zero.
Oh, Sprite Zero.
Yeah, bag of burger rings, bag of rations, bag of Papa Jacks,
Bag of cheesels,
a massage.
Munchos, spicy tomato.
And a six-pack of Beersies.
Yeah, because of my six-pack. Thanks, Jason. That's all $12.99 at Night and Day.
That's a hell of a deal,
It
actually.
is. It's not bad.
Now, listen, coming up in the show, there's some interesting stuff happening at the moment, particularly in the environmental world. So we've got a bit of cicada chat coming up.
Oh, wow, cicada chat.
But also, I want to talk to you about your career, Keyzie, as your agent.
Right.
I feel like I've let you down a little bit, and I've been thinking about how we can get you out there a little bit
Yeah.
more. So we'll be talking about that as well.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in the meantime...
Are we doing improv shortly as well?
Oh, improv, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Keep those ideas
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
if you've got
yeah.
an improv you'd like us to do on 3483. But here's Pearl Jam.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Queen there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is exactly, wait for it, 13 minutes past 5 o'clock. Now listen. For those people that don't know, I'm Keyzie's agent. And I've got to be honest with you, it's been a bit of a struggle, fellas. I think that's fair to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
don't mean that it's, because
it's
I'm not I'm not blaming you for that.
No, but
Keyzie.
we just always start agent chat by saying it's been really tough and we're putting shit uphill, but I can only do what I can do.
No, but
We're painting a picture.
and also, Mogey's an agent, and he'll know that.
Is he?
There's not a lot of acting work going on
Right.
a lot of the time at the moment, Keyzie. So
Yeah.
that's the other problem.
But things are starting to pick up, though, you were saying.
Yeah, they are beginning to pick up, and I've been racking my brain because I sort of look at you while we're doing this radio show, and I feel guilty about it, and I go,
Good.
"Oh, poor little Keyzie."
No,
I still haven't scored him some work, and I've been putting my thinking cap on. When it comes to your career, I'm thinking profile.
Yep.
You need a bigger profile.
Something to kickstart it.
Absolutely,
So,
Mogey.
because profile, I've heard this, profile is the currency of the media industry, isn't it?
And I've got to be perfectly honest with you, fellas. Nipplegate has been an absolute revelation
Yes.
to me.
Thank you.
I think we've got something like 5,000 likes on your nipples, on the video that we made about your nipples.
That's 2,500 each.
Totally.
Thanks, Mogey.
Per pepperoni.
Okay, I get it.
And it got me to thinking.
Yeah.
It got me to thinking because, already that people have picked up, you got sent a pizza yesterday from Hell Pizza.
How Pizza Grillin', I know, but I don't like getting a pizza is cool, but I want to actually build a career here.
You've got people talking to you on the street saying, "Show me your nips."
Yes, I got them out 5 times. That's 10 times altogether
Yes.
at the wedding over the weekend.
And once again, I'm thinking profile. That's been a little boost for you. And I'm thinking, what can we do, Keyzie, to keep that momentum going?
Right.
And I just want you to hear me out here.
Mogey,
okay?
can you
Because-
listen to this too? Because I would like another agent's opinion on this.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm listening. What about-
I just want you to hear me out here and don't overreact when I make this suggestion, okay?
Yeah.
Because I want you to think of the bigger picture, okay?
Right.
So don't
Okay.
freak out.
Well, I'm already starting to freak out that
Well,
you...
you don't need to.
Okay.
I think you should consider making a sex tape.
Great idea.
Thanks, Mogey. Now, you make a sex tape,
Yes.
somehow or rather,
Finds its way.
in the course of events,
Et
it
cetera,
finds
et
its
cetera.
way into
Right.
the public domain, and all of a sudden, everyone's talking about Keyzie's sex tape.
Well,
Yes.
I know that's worked for certain like rock stars
Well,
and
your
things.
Paris Hiltons, your Tommy Lees,
Vern Troyer
Vern Troyer.
played Mini-Me.
And here's the thing, I don't know if you've ever heard this phrase before, Keyzie. There's no such
R.
thing
Kelly.
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
I don't know if I want to get on the R. Kelly line, to be
Right,
honest.
yeah, let's
but,
not go down the R. Kelly line, but,
Right, but so
there's
doesn't-
no such thing as bad publicity.
well, none of these people, other than the guy who played Mini-Me
Yeah, Vern Troyer.
on Austin Powers,
Yeah.
they're not actors.
Rob Lowe.
Oh, Rob Lowe.
Yeah. You don't want to do that either.
No, I feel like
Because
I'm
his
getting...
career went.
And-
He had a shocker after that.
Yeah.
Pamela Anderson was an actor.
What about Hulk Hogan?
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, and Pamela Anderson, her first tape, sex tape was with Brett Michaels, the lead singer of Poison.
Oh,
So
nice.
there's that one as well.
Okay.
But getting back to the point,
Tonya Harding.
it gets out in the public domain, huge boost to your profile.
Fred Durst.
Limp Bizkit.
A huge lift to your profile. Then we're talking.
But
Keyzie.
hang on.
Chuck Berry.
Chuck. The only issue, like, these people are already of note when these sex tapes come out. So would
David Seymour.
This is what I'm.
What?
This is what I'm saying, Keyzie. You're on the fringe.
Right.
You're in the periphery a little bit. People are aware of you, but as I say, with Nipplegate,
Yes.
you've had a boost there.
Yeah, right, okay.
You then follow that up with a sex tape.
Yeah.
And your name is going to be on everyone's lips.
It will.
Well, who do I just do it
Well, you make it.
with my wife?
Well,
I think there's something to be said for just a one-man show.
there is that.
So you
Just
think
old
it's
Keyzie wearing a T-shirt.
well, t-shirt on though, because people want to see the moneymakers. You know what I mean?
Hey,
What?
mate, you make them pay for that, brother. That's what this is the trick. You do that in the sequel.
Right. So okay. So just so we know, I go home, I film myself, and then I give it to you, Jase. Is that what the idea
Well, we can figure out those details of how it gets out into the public.
is? Should I be like wearing any, like obviously a t-shirt? Should I be in theme? Should I have like an accent? Should I?
Look,
Oh,
that's-
yeah.
Whatever you do in the privacy of your own home, Keyzie, your box of tissues, whatever, and it gets out there.
Right.
Your name's on everyone's lips.
Okay.
Suddenly people are calling me. Tell me about this Keyzie kid.
Yeah, the one with the big nips that was having a go at himself.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Faith No More there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon, 26 minutes past 5 o'clock. But on a serious note, in terms of your acting career, Keyzie,
Oh, yeah?
I've got some great news, mate. And genuinely
Here we
great
go,
news.
righto.
Yeah. I actually have scored you a role. A genuine, legit, no bullshit role.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, this isn't like you got to audition, you got to
No. They are aware of you and of your work.
Right.
They love your look. I'll be perfectly frank with you. It is just an ad.
A commercial, okay.
It's a commercial, but that's how a lot of actors start off.
Yeah, and does it play here or just overseas?
Well,
or?
no, this is the nice thing. It's actually filming in New York. I kid you not, and it's $25,000 fee.
New York.
New York.
How long would I be in New York for?
About 8 days at this stage, probably 3 days filming, and they like to have a bit of sort of cushioning
Really?
on either side of it. $25,000 fee. I've cleared it with the head brass here. You're good to go, mate.
So I can have a week off to fit.
Well, it's not a week off. You'll obviously be filming and working in New York, man.
Yeah. And this is 100% true.
100% true.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
Is that 25K before you've taken your cut, or what's the deal?
Oh, it is before I take my cut, but, because you're only starting off, I'm taking less than what I normally would in that situation.
Right, okay.
So you'll probably end up, and this is in US dollars, by the way.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, totally. So, I mean, that's actually like 50K New
That's
Zealand
like
dollars.
40 something, yeah.
Yeah. So after my cut, you'll still be 40 in the positive. And this is for like 2 or 3 days' work, accommodation all paid for,
In New
flights all paid for, accommodation and everything. Everything's taken care of,
Sorry,
obviously.
and you're not taking the piss?
I'm not taking the piss.
Are you serious?
No, I'm totally serious.
When are we doing it? How far away is it?
It's about a month away. So you got plenty of time to get your head around it. As I say, in terms of leaving the big show for that week, it's all been cleared and it's all tickety-boo.
Holy, really?
Yeah, man.
Like almost 40K?
Almost 40K. And I know that you've been wanting to do various things around your house. That'll help you out, buddy.
100%. Literally, I was talking to my wife about it yesterday, how even though we want to build this deck, we might have to flag it.
Yeah,
Because she wants
exactly.
to, we need to tidy up and like do some repairs and stuff as well.
Well, also, I know you love your travelling and that sort of thing. So, I mean, you go wherever you want to at the end of the year.
My mum has been talking about wanting to go to Japan with the whole family because she's part Japanese.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you,
And scene.
Yeah, good stuff.
That should be a sweat, Keyzie.
Seriously, man, that was your best stuff.
I believe that. All of that. Good stuff.
what do you mean you believe that? What do you...
Well, the way that you delivered that was totally believable to me. And I was actually looking at you and watching you. That was totally believable.
What do you mean
Looked
it was
like you were
believable?
totally in.
No, I was totally in. What do you mean it was
Yeah.
totally believable? What do you mean scene?
Scene. That's an improv.
That was the improv.
We'll sort of be noticing if we sort of flag that it's an improv up at the top, you feel the pressure.
Yeah, and you tend to freak out a bit.
So I thought if we didn't tell you, then the performance would be better, and the proof is in the pudding. Amazing. Really good, man.
Well,
so
of
that's the
course
thing,
it was
you've just
really
gotta-
good. I freaking believed it.
Well, that's exactly why we wanted to do it, because you did believe it, and as a consequence, Mogey and I believe you.
And this is the lesson that you got to learn. You have to believe it, Keyzie. When you're in these roles, you have to believe it, because if you don't believe it, who's going to believe you? Who's going to believe you? No one.
Buddy,
Really good.
seriously, you do not get this kind of support and help.
Right.
I mean, I think of all the other actors out there that don't have two world-class actors working with them.
Sorry, so hang on. So I'm not getting paid 30-something grand and flying to New York.
Oh, no, that was all total bullshit.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Red Hot Chili Peppers there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 20 to 6.
Hey, don't forget this Friday we'll be wrapping up the old surf or turf competition. If you want to win yourself a brand new surfboard or brand new golf clubs, text the word surf for the board or turf for the clubs to 3483. That'll get you in the draw, and that is all cheers to summer and cheers to super liquor.
Yeah, great stuff.
That's the most popular competition we've ever run.
I think it is, yeah. And why wouldn't it be? Great prizes there. Hey, Fuelers, I was sitting on my deck today and having a durry as I do in the sunlight there, and I was reflecting on my... Can you pay attention, both of you,
Sorry.
please?
Yeah, sorry.
Reflecting on my summers.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, and summertime, because, of course, we're sort of midsummer at the moment. And I was thinking to myself, as I was sucking away on my durry, you know what? What's happened to the cicadas?
Oh, yeah, true.
It used to be the soundtrack of my summer, was the dense hum of cicadas. And as you know, I've got a lot of vegetation around my house, and
Weeds.
it used to just hum and hum and hum, and I became aware of the absolute silence.
Yeah, right.
And actually, I was trying to think to myself, when was the last time I heard a cicada?
When was it?
I don't know. Years ago, I think.
Well, I suppose
Mogey.
it's one of those sounds you never really like clock and go, there's a cicada, because you're so used to it being background.
Yeah, because it's like background noise.
Yeah.
It's like background noise.
And then it's like, my God, I haven't heard a cicada for God knows how long.
I
What has
can't.
happened to the cicadas?
I've never heard one.
Have you never heard a cicada?
Except for last year, we had them round at our joint. They were loud as.
Oh, okay.
Super, super loud. But I agree, they're not there this year. But last year, unbelievable. In terms of loudness.
Yes.
I still remember filming a video of us camping last year because we went to the Coromandel for a long weekend. And I remember being like, man, I can barely hear what we're saying because of the cicadas.
yeah, the
Right.
the cacophony,
The
of
cacophony of
cicadas.
cicadas.
Did you complain?
No, I didn't know who to complain to. I would
Right,
have. Yeah.
My concern is that we're on the verge here of some sort of environmental apocalypse. So,
Oh.
you know, that the cicadas have gone, I'm out of here. This joint is about to blow.
What, your place or the whole of New
Well,
Zealand?
no, like the whole world.
Well, where are the
Where are
cicadas
they going to go?
Yeah, because listen to me.
Maybe they're at Mars.
You know, they say bees, for example.
say bees.
If bees disappear, then the planet is over. And I'm just wondering if this is a precursor to an environmental catastrophe.
First the cicadas, then the bees.
Maybe.
Then us.
Hang on.
Then us, yes.
Maybe it's going reverse alphabet because B, C, maybe not. But also bees, the reason the world will end if bees die is because they pollinate a lot of flowers.
Exactly.
Yeah, whereas cicadas don't do that.
No, they do nothing.
And just so
Except make a racket.
they make a racket, but also, you know, it used to be really cool. You see all the cicada shells on the tree there.
Oh, yeah,
when they
yeah.
shed their flesh.
Yeah.
You don't see those anymore.
Have you seen that, Keyzie?
Yeah.
You give them a fright and they leap out of their shells.
Literally.
Yeah, yeah.
Shell shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that is what that term means.
And just a little tip on that, by the way. If you find cicada shells, you just crunch them over your curry there. Gives it a bit of texture.
like shallots.
Yeah, like a crispy shallot.
So what do you want to do about the cicada thing? Do we get people to text in on 3483? Or?
Yeah, I think so. And how about we give an expert, because I'm quite close to, you remember Ruud Kleinpaste?
Rude,
Is it?
I don't remember. Who's
We're
that?
really close anyway.
Is he a bug man?
He's the bug man from
Right.
back in the
yeah.
day. Why don't I try and give him a call and see what he's got to say
Okay.
about it, because he is actually an expert.
So
Righto.
you know the bug man. Does getting him on bug you?
No.
It's been bugging me.
Here's Jimmy.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Oh, yes, indeed. A bit of Jimi Hendrix for your Wednesday afternoon. Now, following on from Cicada Chat.
Yeah.
We've got the man himself, the bug man, Ruud Kleinpaste, joining us, and he's on the phone now. How are you, Ruud? Are you well?
Oh, yes, I am reasonably well at the moment. It's good. You too?
We're good, thanks, mate. But I've got to tell you, we were just having a chat about cicadas. I was sitting out the front of my house today, Ruud, and having a durry, and I thought to myself, where the bloody hell have all the cicadas gone? It was a deathly silence. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, cicadas are the sort of background sound of summer. And they're all that we were chatting about, and all the fellas were the same. It's like, where have all the cicadas gone? Can you answer the question for us?
If you have a cicada that sung, let's say, 2 years ago, there's no chance that it will come back before it's at least 3 or 5 years later.
Wow.
These guys have got a regular life cycle, a regular lifespan, and it's not every year the same. So there you go.
To me, that would suggest that all cicadas are laying eggs at exactly the same time. And so everything's on a 3 to 5 year cycle or whatever it might be. So there's no sort of... It doesn't work out that some are doing it so that we get their presents every single summer.
Yeah, I think in New Zealand that is more or less true, but then again there are lulls and there are highs.
Right.
I'll give you an example. In 2021 we had in America the periodical cicada, which has a lifespan of 17 years.
Jeez.
Wow, okay. Oh, well, Ruud, thank you for clearing that up, mates. And I feel so much better, and I know the fellas do, and hopefully the rest of the country feels so much better, mate. But thanks for your expertise, as always.
Love your work, especially earlier stuff. See you. Bye.
Thanks, mate.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
U2 and BB King there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. I saw them live, those fellas.
You too.
Yeah, and BB King.
He was there as well.
I think he opened for them, their band, for U2 years and years ago.
I remember it was around about the rattle and hum period.
Yes, it was. Now listen, coming up after 6 o'clock, Mogey has some breaking news.
Yeah.
What else have I got after 6?
You've also got What's on the TV with Mike Minogue.
Oh, that's right.
And I watched one of your recommendations last night, which I've seen before, but I want to chat about that because it's so good.
Yeah, okay.
All that after 6.
Yes.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. You are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night. Day.
Yeah.
I had acid burn there going on in my chest.
Terrible.
You were so bad, Mogey.
Yeah, that was Mogey's fault that time.
God, it was bad.
Now in the podcast
Jase,
outro,
just quickly.
Yes.
All right.
Don't forget, for the best milkshakes, thick shakes, and super thick shakes, head to Old Night and Day.
Suck it hard.
Definitely, man. Actually, I might pick up one of those on the way home.
Really, what flavour? Chocolate milk. You're not going to, though, are you?
Yeah, I am.
No, you always say you're going to do stuff and then you don't.
That's true.
Especially if I can score one of those $50 night and day vouchers.
True.
No, you have to pay for it by yourself
Why?
because we can't just give all the prizes to the announcers.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, now listen, on the podcast outro, which is the warm-up to the radio show, released as a separate podcast
That's
from
true.
the highlights package. Today we talked about, as we always do, because it's pretty loosey-goosey, all sorts of stuff. What's the clip today there, Keyzie?
This clip is entitled Bathroom, and it comes out tonight at 7:30.
You'd walk into the bathroom and it'd be filled with fucking turtles.
Oh,
No,
something
something like that.
That's Dr. Dolittle. I've seen this. That's Ace Ventura. This is not a real yarn.
Hand on heart, swear to God.
He was bringing turtles home,
all
was he?
sorts of different creatures. And it'll be like, Duncan,
An
what
elephant.
the
Why
fuck,
is
man?
there? Yeah.
What? I want to have a shower. Why are there
Is there an
fucking
alligator in the
why is there
base?
an
10
antelope?
turtles in the fucking bathroom?
Well, you're
Oh.
going to turtle head in the toilet anyway.
That was me trying to have a serious conversation
About what?
and those about animals and those two losers just jumping in all over me and annoying me.
It was very all over the show, today's one.
It was.
We're in a silly mood. We're intentionally talking on top of one another.
We were.
It didn't help that I
No, it
just
didn't
had
help
a
at all.
I
There's
had
no
it too.
help
It didn't help.
whatsoever.
It's really frustrating.
I had a red ball, so I was a little bit toey. Now coming up next, we've got some breaking news from Mogey.
We do.
Is it exciting breaking
That's
news?
probably the best breaking news you've ever heard. You know,
Really?
you might be pulling into your driveway at the moment and just listen to a couple of tunes and just wait. All right?
Well, this is a tune.
All right?
Bit of DB for you.
All right.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed, Radiohead there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening. But we've got breaking news.
This is breaking news.
Geez, this is a good one, fellas.
Oh, God.
I don't know if you guys are going to like this one at all, but pretty good one. There's a story here about a woman who's been travelling around over in Brazil. Have you heard of Brazil?
Yes.
Interesting fact, they speak Spanish over there, Keyzie.
What, in Brazil?
Yeah. Anywho, she's travelling away there on the plane. She's got the window seat, which people love.
Yes.
Yeah, because you
Hey.
can see
Out the window.
the land and
yeah,
the sea.
yeah. Do you
it's
like
cool.
that? I prefer the aisle.
I prefer the window now.
If it's a short flight, window, but if it's an long flight where I might have to get up and go wheeze,
Yes.
definitely aisle.
Ah, interesting.
and you've got
you.
a terrible bladder, haven't you,
Oh,
Keyzie?
don't start. Keyzie's got a terrible bladder chat.
Anywho, she's on this plane there, and then a woman sits down next to her.
Yes.
There's a 3-seat set up over in Brazil, fellas.
Oh, wow.
And
Same as over
the
here.
mother is there with her toddler, a little boy there. He's 3-4 years old. And the woman says to the lady who's already sitting by the window, "Hey, how would you feel about letting my little fella here swap seats with you so he can look out the window?" And this woman here, who's sitting by the window there, she says, "No, I'm all good." And the woman who was the mother then gets her phone out and starts recording the woman and telling her she's inconsiderate. She's obviously got real problems because she hates children, etc., etc., etc. So this has all gone up online, and people are sort of having their say about who's in the right and who's in the wrong.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that? So you're sitting down. Imagine this, Keyzie.
Right, okay.
You're sitting down. It's a short flight, so you're by the window.
So I'm on a plane, okay.
You're by the window there, and then some woman sits down and says that she wants her 3-year-old to sit in your seat, and then goes off at you when you say no. What would your reaction to that situation be? And is videotaping you, by the way, recording you to put it up on Instagram later on.
It's hard, right? Because everyone can do that to anyone now.
They can.
Anyone can film a video of you doing literally anything, just put it on social media. Probably go nowhere, but it's going to go out to some people.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell I'm giving my window seat to a toddler.
Yeah, I was going to say in terms of Keyzie.
No,
Jase.
Jace.
I was going to say, is he upgraded and his wife's still in economy, or?
Yeah, well, that is right. I mean, not only is, Keyzie's not going to... This is a silly question. Keyzie won't give his wife an upgraded seat on the plane when he travels with her. Why is he going to give a toddler who doesn't even know a seat next to the window?
But the thing with toddlers is, guess what? He's not going to even remember it.
No.
I like to either lean against the wall or look out the window and see where I'm going. I probably paid extra or used some sort of point system to get the window seat.
No, you didn't in this scenario.
Oh, didn't I?
No.
I will answer this question. This is a genuine answer.
Yeah.
I would say absolutely.
Would you?
Yes, I would. But if I was in the situation of the woman filming her because she chose not to do that, I reckon that sucks, and that she has no right to do that. She should have just accepted the woman's thing that she wanted to sit by the window. There might be reasons for her wanting to sit by the window.
And the reason is...
So filming her was very unfair.
But then you have to sit in the toddler's seat, and what I didn't tell you is the toddler had done wheeze on that seat.
Yeah, Jay, so where are you going to sit now, man?
Good one, Mogey.
It wasn't me. It was the toddler.
It was the toddler. Mogey wasn't even there.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Jihad there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening. Let's talk TV. What's on the telly with Mike Minogue?
Righto. Hey, fellas. I saw a movie it was actually over the holidays, if I'm being completely honest.
That's okay, Mogey.
It's called Carry On. Carry On, as in carry on luggage.
Nice.
And it's got...
Jason Bateman.
It's got Jason Bateman in it. It's got Taron Egerton in it, who played Elton John very well in Rocket Man.
Brilliantly.
Very, very well. Fan of his.
I liked him in Eddie the Eagle.
And it's about something that happens at an airport. There's a guy, Jason Bateman's the bad guy, and he's trying to get some kind of a virus onto a plane, and Taron Egerton's the guy that's working on the security line, you know?
Computer virus or like bacteria?
Human virus,
Yeah,
from
okay,
memory.
cool.
I can't even remember. And he's allowed to leave his station whenever he wants and go around and sort of head off around the airport and do whatever, and no one cares. The supervisor doesn't care. It is one of the worst films ever. I would say it's one of the only films I've ever fallen asleep in.
Didn't you fall asleep in the second Avatar?
No, I walked out.
That's right, yeah.
But I was massively hungover as I tried to watch this. And in fact, it's so bad that my cousin wondered whether it had been written by AI. It's sort of, AI trying to do what it thinks a film should be.
Sure.
So yeah, if you've seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about. It is pretty bad.
Is it worse than the Bike Riders?
Because
you reviewed that.
I
earlier.
would say they're on a par.
Wow.
I would give it 0 buzzies. And the reason why I'd give it 0 is I can't recommend that you see it. Actually, I'd change that. 1, Buzzy. I do recommend you see it because I want to know if you think it's as bad as I think it is.
Sure. Well, I'm a Jason Bateman fan.
I'm a huge Jason Bateman fan.
And my wife and I have tutued with it a little bit. And we started watching we were only about 4 or 5 minutes in, and I just went, nah, this is not going to be good.
Yeah.
What was good, and it was something you mentioned yesterday, I think,
Yes.
Animal Kingdom. And funnily enough...
Which is a movie.
on Netflix. And it's an old movie, an old Australian movie, just so very, very good.
Yeah.
And that, last year I was going and revisiting old movies, which is a great thing to do when you don't know what to watch, because you know it's going to be great.
Why not watch something good?
Why not watch something really good? Ben Mendelsohn, we mentioned him yesterday, I think. Just such a superb actor. So sinister.
Yes.
So dark.
And just to give the plot, because we didn't do it yesterday, so it's about a crime family in Melbourne who goes around committing armed robberies, and they're sort of put up against the armed robbery squad from the Melbourne police.
Who are brutal.
Who kill one of the brothers in cold blood. And then it's them then seeking revenge against the police, and it sort of tears the family apart.
Yes, there's so many lovely little storylines going on with the young fella in the film and stuff. I can't recommend it highly enough. 6 buzzies out of 5.
No, you mean 5 buzzies out of 5?
6.
But we've just blown the whole rating system wide open if you're doing that.
Well, I'm prepared to do that for that movie.
All right, I watched the first episode of the latest season of The Amazing Race Australia Celebrity Edition. I give it 7 buzzies out of 5. It was that good. Must watch. 7 buzzies out of 5.
You tend to watch programs, I've noticed, Keyzie, that I used to watch like 5 years ago.
I'm watching a program that my wife and my mother-in-law wanted to watch, and then I went to bed halfway through it. Still, though, 8 buzzies out of 5 was bloody good.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Tom Petty there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show. Jeez, what a tune.
That's so good.
Speaking of great tunes, the GOAT is back, fellas. The greatest of all time. And you, New Zealand, get to participate in this.
I'm excited. I'm going to go with Post Malone.
Oh,
Go
wow.
Flex.
Yeah,
that was my number 1 song on Spotify Wrapped both last year and the year before. Then I'm going to go with Hootie and the Blowfish.
Which one? Let It Cry?
I don't think you can't really go wrong.
Time?
I'm just going to nominate an album.
Yeah.
And then probably something from Jet.
Oh, yeah, I like Jet. We play a bit of Jet.
We do.
I'm probably going to go, obviously, Smash Mouth. And the issue there will be choosing between I'm a Believer, All Star, or Walking on the Sun.
Can't you do all of them?
Well, I could do all 3, but I wouldn't mind saving a bit of room so I could put a bit of Matchbox 20 in there.
But people are always going to vote for Matchbox 20.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
I might go a bit of Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah.
Which one? Time After Time?
Time After Time,
Yeah.
of course. It has to be time.
Girls just want to have fun.
Yeah, that's... Nah,
But
it's
the
got to
thing
be
is,
time
girls
after time.
they don't just want to have fun now. They used to just want to have fun.
Yeah. Probably go for a bit of Rick Astley.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
never
which
going to
one?
give, never going to give.
Give you...
nice. Yeah.
And maybe Men Without Hats.
Oh, yeah. What's your song?
I can't remember.
Safety Dance.
Oh,
A safety dance.
Doing the safety dance. So they're my 3.
Yeah.
Hey,
right.
but New Zealand, listen up, because Keysie's about to tell you how you can get involved.
Don't throw it over to me to do some admin, man. Mogey, how do you get involved, man?
Oh, look, there's various ways you can do it. I think one of the main ones is you text GOAT to 3483.
Yeah.
They'll send you through a link. You click on that. It'll take you through. You can do. It's got all the information there for you. Let me just say it's a very simple process, Keyzie.
Very simple,
I know
Mogey.
that people will be slightly confused because in every other year you've only been allowed to vote for 1, but we've gone for 3 this time. We think it's going to give us a bigger variety of tunes and hopefully it'll mix up the order a little bit.
That's
Yeah, good
right.
stuff.
So for the next 3 weeks, voting is officially
Vating.
open. Vating is officially open for the next 3 weeks. So is the voting for the GOAT, which is good.
Wow.
Yeah, 348-3. Text the word GOAT. We'll hit you back with the voting form. And that's brought to you by themeatbox.co.nz. Jace, what's that again, man?
That's
Yeah, what's
a
a meat
great
box?
product that you need to get a part of. And I tell you what, beautiful pork mints they have.
They
Oh,
do.
do they?
Yeah.
Of course, themeatbox.co.nz delivering delicious, mouth-watering meat to your door nationwide.
Wow.
Vote for the GOAT. The countdown starts in a few weeks' time.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. You survived. Well done, you. Mogey, what are you going to watch tonight?
Ooh. I've got a bit more of something else. Something I was watching last night. I watched half of it. I'm going to watch the other half tonight.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
And bit of din-dins.
Bit of din-dins.
Bit of love-making.
You never know, Jase. You never know.
Yeah, that's true.
Tell you what, I had a shocker of a sleep last night, man.
Oh, we'll say that to tomorrow in sleep chat.
We'll do some sleep chat tomorrow. Even though it was last night's week, like it's tonight's. Good on you, mate.
Yeah, good stuff.
Hey?
Keyzie, early night for you.
Yeah,
day three of the hangover. You got a game of golf tomorrow too, so you'll need to be tickety-boo.
Yeah, no, I'll rest up for that, of course. Mother-in-law in town, so it'll probably be... We're having roast lamb.
Oh, no.
What's wrong with roast lamb?
I don't know. I've just never been a big roast lamb fan.
Well, once again, you're not coming around for dinner, so that's all G.
Oh, aren't I?
Oh, are you?
I thought I'd been invited.
Well, you can if you want.
He doesn't like lamb, though.
Oh, that's a shame. I guess we'll have to flag it.
Well, don't cook something else. I'll still come over.
Nah, let's just flag it. I reckon we'll save it for when you... Yeah, let's just flag it. We'll eat the roast lamb, and then they'll start watching some sort of reality TV show, and then I'll get bored, go to sleep, and hopefully have a great sleep.
You said you're over it. You said you're counting the hours.
Oh, until the... Nah. It's great. I love it.
Well, I tell you, if you want to get some brownie points, because your mother-in-law's there to help you with your garden, while they're watching the TV after dinner there, you can go out and dig some holes in the garden for them. It's really good for your digestion.
Yes.
That would aid with digestion. Actually, there is one job I need to do in the garden, and it's sounding like I might have to do it tonight.
Right.
So, yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, good stuff.
That's really good.
Anyone-
Oh, that reminds me. Hoyte J.
Yeah.
Let's wrap the show up.
Yeah, man.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, hang on. Hoodie J.
Yeah.
Oh, Mogey. Nah, Jase, what are you up to tonight, man? What's going on, bro?
Nothing.
Oh,
Good
okay,
stuff.
cool. All right.
All right.
Well, hey, listen to the podcast, Hauraki Big Show. Also, check out our Instagram page, Hauraki Big Show too. See you tomorrow at 4 p.m.